The lights in the research lab flickered as he looked at her computer screen. Strange energy readings kept appearing on her monitor. She had never seen anything like this before in her 5 years at New Seoul Station. These can't be right, she said to herself, pushing her long black hair behind her ears. The readings were coming from deep within the station's old storage section, a place nobody had visited in years. Doo-hee grabbed her tablet and walked quickly through the empty halls. Her footsteps echoed against the metal floors. The storage section was dark and cold, with only emergency lights showing the way. Her breath made small clouds in the air. As she got closer to the source of the energy readings, her tablet started beeping faster and louder. The sound bounced off the walls around her. She turned a corner and stopped suddenly. There in front of her was a large metal door she had never seen before. The door looked different from others on the station. It had strange markings that seemed to glow faintly in the dim light. Doo-hee's hands shook as she scanned the door with her tablet. The energy readings were strongest here. This technology. It's human, she whispered, surprised. Most advanced technology came from other alien species. They always said humans were too primitive to make anything important. Doo-hee touched the door gently. To her surprise, it slid open with a soft hiss. Cold air rushed out, making her shiver. Inside was a large room filled with old machines. In the center stood a tall metal pod covered in frost. The pod's surface was clearing up, like ice melting on a window. Through the clearing frost, Doo-hee could see someone inside. Her heart beat faster as she stepped closer. Suddenly, the pod's door opened. Warm air rushed out, melting the remaining frost. A man stepped out, wearing strange clothes that looked very old but somehow still new. He was tall, with black hair and dark eyes that seemed to hold ancient wisdom. "Hello, Doo-hee," the man said in perfect Korean. "I am Ta-won, though some know me as Frairen. I've been waiting a long time for someone to find me." Doo-hee stepped back, surprised. "How do you know my name? What are you doing here?" Ta-won smiled kindly. "I know many things. I come from a time when humans were not looked down upon by other species, a time when we were equals among the stars." Before Doo-hee could ask more questions, alarms started blaring throughout the station. Red lights flashed in the hallways. Her tablet showed messages from the station's alien officials. They had detected the energy surge and were coming to investigate. "They can't find you here," Doo-hee said quickly, though she wasn't sure why she wanted to help this stranger. "The aliens don't like anything they don't understand, especially if it's human technology." Ta-won nodded. "You're right. But soon they will have to understand. Humans are more than they think we are. Will you help me show them the truth?" Doo-hee heard voices and footsteps coming closer. She had to make a choice. Everything she knew about science and technology told her that what she was seeing was impossible. Humans weren't supposed to have technology this advanced. But here was proof that they did. She looked at Ta-won and saw hope in his eyes. Hope for all humans who were treated as lesser beings by alien species. She made her decision. "Yes," she said firmly. "I'll help you. But we need to move fast." As they hurried through the back corridors of the station, Doo-hee realized her life would never be the same. She had just become part of something much bigger than herself, something that would change how the entire galaxy saw humans forever. Behind them, the empty pod stood silent in the darkness, its purpose finally fulfilled after centuries of waiting. The awakening had begun, and with it, humanity's return to its rightful place among the stars. Doo-hee led Ta-won to her private lab, deep in the research wing of New Seoul Station. The room was small but filled with advanced equipment. Most importantly, it had no security cameras. She locked the door behind them and turned on her neural scanner, a device usually used to study alien brain patterns. "This might help us understand your memories better," she said, adjusting the scanner settings. "If you really are from humanity's past, your mind must hold incredible knowledge." Ta-won sat in the scanning chair without hesitation. "You're right, but be prepared. What you're about to see might change everything you believe about humans." Dovey placed the neural sensors on his temples. The screen in front of them came to life, showing waves of color and light. Then, like a movie starting, images began to appear. She saw Earth, but not the empty, forgotten planet everyone knew about. This Earth was beautiful, covered in gleaming cities that stretched into the sky. Huge ships flew between the stars, all built by human hands. People worked alongside advanced robots, exploring distant galaxies and building amazing things. This was us, Doohy whispered, amazed. Humans did all this. The images changed. Now she saw the first meeting between humans and alien species. But it wasn't like the history books said. The aliens didn't come to teach primitive humans. They came to learn from them. Human scientists had already solved problems that puzzled other species for centuries. We were their equals, Taiwan explained softly. Sometimes even their teachers. But some alien leaders felt threatened by human progress. The next memory showed a terrible sight. A group called the Stellar Council met in secret. They feared humanity's quick growth and decided to stop it. They used powerful weapons to destroy most of human technology and changed historical records. They made everyone believe humans had always been primitive. But some of us saw this coming, Taiwan continued. We built hidden bases across the galaxies. We saved our most important knowledge and put trusted guardians in stasis pods to protect it. We waited for the right time to wake up and reveal the truth. Doohy's hands trembled as she turned off the scanner. The Council still rules today. They still treat humans like we're primitive. All my research about human potential. They keep saying I'm wrong. That's why they must be stopped, Taiwan said firmly. Humanity deserves to know its true history. We deserve our place among the stars. Suddenly, Doohy's computer beeped. Someone was trying to access her lab's security feeds. The Council was looking for them. They must have traced the energy from the pod, she said worriedly. They'll check every lab soon. Taiwan stood up quickly. Then we need to move fast. There are more stasis pods out there, more guardians waiting to wake up. Will you help me find them? Doohy thought about her years of research, how the alien scientists always dismissed her work about human capabilities. Now she knew why. Everything made sense. Yes, she answered. But we'll need help. I know someone. Dr. Jimin. She studies quantum physics. She never believed humans were primitive either. Good, Taiwan smiled. The more humans who learn the truth, the stronger we become. But remember, the Council will do anything to keep their power. We must be careful. Doohy nodded and began packing her research data. Outside her lab, she could hear people walking in the halls, getting closer. The hunt for them had begun. But she wasn't afraid anymore. For the first time, she felt proud to be human. Together, they slipped out through a maintenance tunnel. As they made their way to Jimin's lab, Doohy realized they weren't just running away. They were running toward humanity's true destiny. The legacy hidden in Taiwan's memories would change everything. The only question was, how many people would try to stop them? Dr. Jimin's quantum lab was hidden in the lowest level of New Seoul Station. When Doohy and Taiwan arrived, they found her working on a strange machine that hummed softly and gave off a blue light. Doohy, what's wrong? Jimin asked, noticing their worried faces. And who is this? Doohy quickly explained everything, finding the stasis pod, seeing Taiwan's memories, and learning about humanity's true past. Jimin listened carefully, her eyes getting wider with each word. I knew it, Jamin whispered when Doohy finished. My quantum readings always showed patterns that suggested advanced human technology existed, but the Council kept telling me I was wrong. Taiwan walked to Jamin's machine and studied it closely. This is remarkable. You've almost recreated our old quantum communication device. With a few changes, we could use it to wake up other guardians. Jamin's hands shook with excitement as she moved to her computer. Tell me what to do. I've waited my whole career for proof that humans were capable of quantum engineering. As they worked, alarms suddenly blared through the station. A voice announced that all labs would be searched. The council was getting closer. "We don't have much time," Tai-1 said, typing quickly on Jimin's computer. "I'm activating the protocol now. It will send a signal to all hidden human technology in this sector." The blue light from Jimin's machine grew brighter. The computer screen filled with strange symbols that Doohy had never seen before. Then something amazing happened. All around them, old machines that everyone thought were broken started turning on. Lights flickered across the station as ancient human technology awakened from its long sleep. "It's beautiful," Doohy said, watching the symbols flow across the screen. "All this time, our ancestors' work was just waiting for us to remember it." Suddenly, heavy footsteps echoed from the corridor. Council security forces were coming. Jimin quickly pressed some buttons on her machine. "The quantum field will hide us," she explained. "I've been working on this in secret. They won't be able to detect us inside it." The door to the lab burst open. 3 council officers walked in, their armor gleaming. They looked around the seemingly empty room, confused. The quantum field made Doohy, Ta-1, and Jimin invisible to them. "The energy signal came from here," one officer said, "but there's nothing. Just old human junk." Another officer kicked Jimin's machine angrily. "Humans, always wasting time on pointless experiments. Let's check the next lab." After they left, Jimin turned off the quantum field. "They're wrong about us," she said firmly. "And now we can prove it." Tai-1 nodded. "The protocol is just the beginning. Now we need to reach the defense grid control room. It's hidden somewhere in this station, protected by technology the Council never found." "How will we find it?" Doohy asked. "Together," Ta-1 answered. "The Council thinks humans are weak because we work alone. But our real strength comes from working together. That's what they fear most." Looking at her computer, Jimin smiled. "The protocol is spreading. More human technology is waking up across the sector. The Council can't stop it now." As they prepared to leave the lab, Doohy felt hope growing stronger in her heart. The Council had tried to make humans forget their past. But now, with every piece of ancient technology that awakened, humanity was remembering. And soon, the whole galaxy would remember too. Deep in her research lab, Doohy stared at test results that changed everything she knew about humans. Her hands trembled as she read the data again and again. "This can't be right," she whispered. But the numbers didn't lie. The human DNA samples she tested showed something amazing. Humans could adapt and change faster than any other species in the galaxy. Tai-1 looked over her shoulder at the screen. "Our ancestors knew this truth. It's why the Council feared us. Humans don't just learn, we evolve." Jimin rushed into the lab, her face excited. "The quantum network is growing stronger. More ancient technology is waking up. But we have a problem. Council ships are coming to the station." Through the lab's window, they could see 5 large council ships appearing in space around New Seoul Station. Their dark metal hulls blocked out the stars. "They're here for us," Doohy said. "They must know what we've discovered." Tai-1 walked to Jimin's quantum machine. "Then it's time to show them what humans can really do. There's another stasis pod nearby. We need to reach it before they do." The 3 friends moved quickly through the station's back corridors. Other humans they passed looked scared. The council ships made everyone nervous. As they walked, Doohy explained her discovery to Jimin. "Our DNA has special patterns. When we face new challenges, we adapt faster than anyone thought possible. That's why humans survived on so many different planets. And why the Council tried to keep us weak," Jimin added. "They were afraid we would become too strong too quickly." They reached a sealed door deep in the station's old section. Strange marks covered its surface, just like the first pod's door. Tai-1 placed his hand on it, and the marks began to glow. The door opened slowly. Inside, they found another pod, but this one was different. It was bigger, with more machines around it. "This isn't just a stasis pod," Todd 1 explained. "It's a quantum network hub. Once activated, it will connect all the ancient human technology in this sector." Suddenly, alarms rang through the station. Council forces had arrived. They could hear heavy boots marching above them. "Hurry," Jae-min said, connecting her quantum device to the hub. "We need to activate it now." Do-hee watched the screens as power flowed into the ancient machines. Numbers and symbols flashed faster and faster. The air itself seemed to hum with energy. Then something wonderful happened. All around them, hidden technology began to wake up. Walls that looked normal vanished, revealing rooms full of advanced human machines. The whole station was transforming. "It's working," Do-hee said excitedly. "The station, it's all human technology." Above them, they heard council forces shouting in surprise. The station's transformation had caught them off guard. New Seoul Station was never just a research base. Taiwan smiled. It was one of humanity's greatest achievements, hidden in plain sight. And now it's awake again. Through the windows, they could see the council ships preparing to attack. But Do-hee wasn't afraid anymore. She understood now. Humans weren't weak. They never had been. "Let them come," she said, watching her DNA results flash across the screens. "It's time they learned what humans can really do." The station hummed with power as more systems came online. Humanity's hidden strength was finally showing itself. And this was just the beginning. The council ships fired their first shots at New Seoul Station. But something unexpected happened. The energy beams hit an invisible shield and bounced away harmlessly. Inside the station's newly revealed control room, Taiwan worked quickly at the main console. Ancient screens lit up around them, showing the station's hidden defenses coming to life. "I don't understand," Do-hee said, watching the council ships through the window. "Why did they force humans to forget our past? Why make us think we were weak?" Taiwan's fingers stopped moving across the controls. His face looked sad as he turned to Do-hee and Jae-min. "It's time you knew the whole truth. The council didn't just fear our technology. They feared what we would become." He pressed a button, and a large screen showed images from Earth's past. Do-hee and Jae-min watched in amazement as they saw the real history of their people. "Humans were the first species to solve faster-than-light travel," Todd 1 explained. "We didn't learn it from aliens. We taught it to them. Our minds could understand things other species found impossible." The images showed human scientists working with incredible machines, building things that seemed like magic. They saw humans teaching alien species, sharing knowledge, and helping others grow. But the council's oldest members were afraid, Todd 1 continued. They saw how fast humans learned and adapted. They discovered something in our DNA that terrified them. Jae-min's eyes widened. The adaptation patterns in Do-hee's research. "Yes," Todd 1 nodded. "Humans don't just learn from experience. Our very bodies learn and grow stronger. Given enough time, we could become more advanced than any species in the galaxy." Another explosion shook the station as more council ships arrived. But the ancient shields held strong, protecting them. "The council decided to stop human progress," Todd 1 said. "They attacked Earth when we weren't expecting it. They destroyed our technology and changed everyone's memories. They made us forget who we really were." Do-hee felt angry tears in her eyes. "They had no right to do that to us." "No, they didn't," Todd 1 agreed. "That's why some of us hid away in stasis pods. We preserved the truth, waiting for the right time to wake up. Waiting for humans like you who could help restore what was lost." Suddenly, Jae-min's quantum scanner started beeping. More stations are waking up. The signal is spreading across the galaxy. Other human bases are remembering. Through the windows, they could see lights appearing in space, more hidden human stations revealing themselves. The council ships looked small now, surrounded by humanity's awakening power. "We don't want revenge," Taiwan said softly. We want justice. We want the right to be who we truly are. Doohy looked at her DNA research again. The patterns seemed clearer now. Humans weren't just another species in the galaxy. They were meant to help and teach others, to share their gift of quick learning and adaptation. Then let's show them who we are, she said firmly. Not through fighting, but by doing what humans do best, growing, learning, and helping others grow too. The council ships had stopped firing. Perhaps they finally understood. Humanity wasn't their enemy. They were the teachers they had tried to forget. And now, the lesson could finally continue. News spread quickly across the galaxy. More human stations were waking up every hour. The council's ships stayed back, watching as humanity's hidden network came to life. In New Seoul Station's main control room, Doohy worked on something important. She had combined her DNA research with the ancient human technology. The result was a new kind of enhancement protocol that could help humans remember their natural abilities. Are you sure this is safe? Jimin asked, watching Doohy prepare the first test. The protocol doesn't change who we are, Doohy explained. It just removes the blocks the council put in our minds. It helps us remember what we already know. Taiwan studied Doohy's work with proud eyes. This is exactly what we hoped for. Humans finding their own way back to their true potential. Suddenly, a new voice came through the station's communication system. New Seoul Station, this is Captain Frairen of the Starship Morning Light. We've broken free from council control. Request permission to dock. Through the windows, they saw a sleek ship approaching. It wasn't a council design. The ship looked different, more elegant, like the ancient human ships in Taiwan's memories. They're not the only ones, Jimin said, checking her quantum sensors. More human ships are appearing. Their crews are remembering who they are. As Morning Light docked with the station, Captain Frairen and her crew came aboard. They looked amazed at the station's transformed interior. We felt something change inside us, Frairen told them, like waking up from a long dream. Then our ship, it just transformed. It was human technology all along, hidden by council programming. Doohy shared her enhancement protocol with Frairen's medical team. Soon, more humans would be able to break free from the council's mental blocks. But we're not fighting the council, Taiwan reminded everyone. We're building something new. The Human Renaissance Alliance, a place where all species can learn and grow together, like in the old days. More ships arrived at the station. Not all were human. Some carried aliens who had always believed in human potential. They wanted to help rebuild the partnership between species that the council had destroyed. In her lab, Doohy worked with alien scientists who were excited to learn from humans again. Your minds work differently than ours, one told her. You see connections we miss. We need that perspective. Janin's quantum network grew stronger every day. Through it, they found more stasis pods, more hidden human bases. Each discovery made them stronger. But the most amazing discovery came from an unexpected place. Taiwan found ancient star charts hidden in the station's database. They showed the location of humanity's greatest secret, the coordinates of Earth. The council didn't just hide our technology, he said, showing them the charts. They hid our home world. The real Earth is out there, waiting for us to return. Doohy looked at the star charts with wonder. Earth wasn't the empty planet they had been shown. It was something much more special. Then we'll find it, she said confidently. Not just for us, but for everyone. Earth was once a place where different species came together to share knowledge. It can be that again. As the sun rose over New Seoul Station, more ships gathered around them. Humanity was rising too, not in anger or revenge, but with hope. The dawn of a new age had begun. The Great Awakening spread across the stars like a gentle wave. Every day, more stasis pods opened. Human guardians who had slept for centuries finally woke up to help restore their people's legacy. Doohy's enhancement protocol had become the standard treatment for all humans who wanted to break free from the council's mental blocks. In New Seoul Station's medical bay, She watched as another group of humans completed their treatment. "How do you feel?" she asked a young engineer who had just finished the process. The engineer smiled brightly. "Like I've been wearing dark glasses my whole life, and someone finally took them off. I can see everything clearly now." Jimin rushed into the medical bay, her face glowing with excitement. "Doohee, you need to see this. The quantum network just found something huge." In the control room, Taiwan was studying a new star map. Hundreds of points of light showed where human bases had awakened, but one light shone brighter than all the others. "We found it," Taiwan said softly. "The first archive. Our ancestors' greatest library of knowledge. The council never discovered it." Captain Frairen stepped forward, her eyes fixed on the bright light on the map. "Morning light is ready. We can take a team there." The journey to the first archive took 3 days. They traveled in a small fleet. Morning light led the way, followed by ships from other species who had joined the Human Renaissance Alliance. Doogie spent the time helping more humans remember their true abilities. When they arrived, everyone gasped. The archive wasn't just a library. It was an entire space station built inside an asteroid. Its surface looked plain and empty, but their sensors showed vast rooms and halls hidden within. "Our ancestors were clever," Taiwan explained as they docked. "They made it look like a normal rock. The perfect hiding place." Inside, the archive was beautiful. Crystal walls lit up as they walked past, showing images from humanity's golden age. They saw scenes of humans and aliens working together, sharing knowledge, and exploring the stars as friends. In the main library chamber, Doohee found something amazing. "Look at this. Medical research about our DNA. The council didn't just fear how fast we could learn. They discovered that humans could teach other species how to adapt too. That's why they wanted to stop us." Jimin realized. "We could help other species evolve and grow stronger." The council wanted to keep everyone under their control. More ships arrived at the archive every hour. News of its discovery had spread fast. Even some council members came, not to fight, but to learn the truth their leaders had hidden from them. An older council member named Kai met with Taiwan. "We were wrong," Kai admitted. "Our ancestors let fear drive them to hurt your people. Many of us want to make things right." Doohee watched humans and aliens walking together through the archives halls, sharing what they learned. This was how things were meant to be. Not one species controlling others, but all species helping each other grow. "The council tried to make us forget who we were," she told Jimin. "But they couldn't change what was in our hearts. Humans were always meant to be teachers and helpers. Now we can be that again." As she spoke, another message arrived. More human ships had found Earth's true location. Their homeworld was waiting. Soon, humanity would return to where their journey began. But this time, they wouldn't be alone. They would bring friends from across the galaxy, ready to build a better future together. A massive fleet gathered near Earth's coordinates. Ships of every size and shape filled the space around New Sol Station. Some belonged to humans, others to alien allies, and even several council ships that had chosen to support humanity. Inside the station's command center, Doohee worked with a team of human and alien scientists. They had discovered something important about Earth's location. The council hadn't just hidden Earth, they had covered it with a massive cloaking field. "If we disable the field, everyone will see Earth as it really is," Doohee explained to the gathered leaders. "But the old council leaders won't let that happen without a fight." She was right. Long-range sensors showed council warships approaching. The leaders who still feared human potential had gathered their forces for one final battle. "We don't want to fight," Taiwan announced over the communication channels. "Earth belongs to everyone. It was once a place where all species came together to learn. It can be that again." The council warships responded by opening fire, but this time, humanity was ready. The ancient defense systems that Doohee and Jimin had restored sprang to life. Quantum shields appeared around the Allied fleet. The Council's weapons couldn't break through. Jimin's network connected all the human ships, letting them work together perfectly. "Hold position," Captain Frairen commanded from morning light. "Remember our plan. We're not here to destroy. We're here to reveal the truth." Duhi activated her enhanced version of the protocols. This time, they weren't just for humans. The quantum network carried the awakening signal to everyone in range, including the Council ships. On the Council warships, crews began to remember. They saw visions of Earth as it once was, a beautiful world where species from across the galaxy lived and learned together. The Council leaders had hidden these memories from their own people too. Many Council ships stopped fighting as their crews understood the truth. They turned away from their leaders and joined the human fleet. The remaining Council leaders found themselves alone. "Look at your own memories," Taiwan urged the Council leaders. "You were there too, learning alongside humans before fear changed everything. You can be part of this new beginning." In the command center, Jimin's quantum sensors showed something amazing. The combined energy of all the awakened minds was affecting the cloaking field around Earth. Cracks of light appeared in space. "It's working," Duhi exclaimed. "The field is breaking down, but we need more power." Then something wonderful happened. Every ship in the fleet, human and alien alike, directed their energy toward the cloaking field. The power of their unity, their shared hope for a better future, proved stronger than any weapon. The field shattered like glass, and there, floating in space before them, was the real Earth. It wasn't the empty world everyone thought they knew. It was alive and beautiful, its cities still shining after all these years. The remaining Council warships powered down their weapons. Even the oldest Council leaders couldn't deny the truth anymore. Humanity's home world had survived, protected and waiting for all species to be ready to share it again. Duhi looked at the beautiful blue planet through tears of joy. "We did it," she whispered. "Not by fighting, but by helping everyone remember who we really are." Earth's light shone on the gathered fleet, touching human and alien ships alike. A new age was beginning, built not on fear and control, but on the sharing of knowledge and the power of working together. 1 year had passed since Earth's discovery. The planet had changed from a hidden secret to a shining center of learning for the whole galaxy. New Seoul Station had moved into Earth's orbit, joining hundreds of other stations in watching over humanity's homeworld. Duhi stood in her new laboratory in the Global Science Center, once hidden beneath the Himalayan mountains. The room was filled with students from 20 different species, all eager to learn about human DNA and adaptation. "Today we'll study how different species can learn from each other," she told her class. "Everyone has special gifts. By working together, we all become stronger." In another part of the center, Jimin led the Quantum Research Division. Her network now connected thousands of worlds, helping species across the galaxy share knowledge instantly. The Council's old limits on information sharing were gone forever. "Distance doesn't separate us anymore," she explained to a group of visiting scientists. "Ideas can flow freely between worlds, just like in humanity's golden age." Taiwan had transformed the first archive into the new galactic library. People from all corners of space came to learn about their shared history. The library's crystal walls now showed the true story of how species had once worked together and how they were doing it again. Captain Frairen and Morning Light led expeditions to unexplored parts of space, but now they didn't go alone. Every mission included crews from different species, learning from each other as they discovered new worlds. The old council had changed too. It became the Galactic Alliance, with representatives from all species working together as equals. They met in a beautiful building in New Beijing, where Earth's tallest mountains touched the clouds. "Remember the past," the Alliance's new charter said, "but always look to the future. Every species has something to teach. Every person has something to learn." Duhi's enhancement protocols had evolved into something greater. They didn't just help humans remember their abilities. They helped all species understand each other better. Wherever the protocols spread, Cooperation and learning followed. One morning, Duvy stood with Jaemin and Taiwan on a balcony overlooking the Indian Ocean. Ships from across the galaxy flew between Earth's shining cities. Below them, humans and aliens walked together on white beaches. "I never imagined it could be this beautiful," Duvy said softly. "Not just Earth, but everything we've built together." "This was always humanity's greatest gift," Taiwan replied. "Not our technology or our ability to adapt, but our desire to help others grow." Jaemin's quantum sensors suddenly picked up something new. Far beyond the edge of known space, they detected strange energy patterns. It looked like passages to other universes, waiting to be explored. "There's still so much to discover," Jaemin said excitedly. "So many new horizons to explore." Dovey smiled as she watched a group of children playing in the garden below. Some had wings, others had scales, and some looked human. But they played together as friends, not caring about their differences. "That's the real victory," she said. "Not defeating the old council, but building something better. Every child born now will grow up knowing they can be anything, learn anything, and help anyone." The sun set over Earth's renewed cities, painting the sky in beautiful colors. But for humanity and their friends across the galaxy, this wasn't an ending. It was just the beginning of their greatest adventure.